Imagine this. Heart pounding, breath shallow, palms sweating. The world seems to shrink, focus narrowing to a single point of threat. This is fear, a visceral and primal emotion that grips us all. It's a force capable of paralyzing us, holding us back from pursuing our dreams and living our lives to the fullest. Fear, at its core, is a survival mechanism. It is an ancient primal response that has been hardwired into our brains over millions of years of evolution. Deep within our brains, the amygdala acts as a sentinel, constantly scanning for potential threats. This small, almond-shaped structure is crucial in processing emotions, especially fear. When danger is detected, the amygdala triggers the fight-or-flight response, flooding our bodies with adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones prepare us for immediate action, heightening our senses and sharpening our reflexes.
Our heart races, breathing quickens, and muscles tense, all in preparation for what might come next. This physiological response is designed to give us the best chance of survival, preparing us to either confront the danger or flee to safety. This instinctual reaction is deeply embedded in our DNA, a legacy from our ancestors. This response served our ancestors well, enabling them to survive in a world teeming with predators and physical threats. Whether it was hunting for food or defending against predators, the fight-or-flight response was essential. However, in our modern world, these threats are often less tangible, more psychological than physical. The stress of a looming deadline or the anxiety of social interactions can trigger the same intense reactions.
Yet our bodies react in much the same way. Whether the threat is a saber-toothed tiger lurking in the shadows or a public speaking engagement that makes our palms sweat and our hearts race. This ancient biological response, while essential for survival, can be miscalibrated in our modern world, where the threats we face are often more about social and psychological pressures than physical danger, leading to irrational fears and anxieties that hold us back from living our lives fully. Understanding this primal response can help us manage our fears better and navigate the complexities of modern life with more resilience and awareness. Not all fears are created equal. Some fears are deeply rooted in our survival instincts, while others are more complex and nuanced. Rational fears, like the fear of a legitimate physical threat, serve a protective purpose. These fears are grounded in reality and help us avoid dangerous situations. They keep us safe from harm by prompting us to take necessary precautions. Irrational fears, on the other hand, are often disproportionate to the actual threat posed. These fears can arise from past experiences, cultural influences, or even our imagination. These fears, such as the fear of public speaking or social situations, can be debilitating, preventing us from pursuing our goals and living our lives to the fullest. They can cause significant distress and interfere with our daily activities. Social fears revolve around our interactions with others. These fears can make it difficult to form relationships, advance in our careers, or simply enjoy social activities. We might dread judgment, rejection, or humiliation. The fear of being negatively evaluated by others can be overwhelming. Phobias are intense, irrational fears of specific objects or situations, such as spiders, which can cause extreme reactions even if the object poses no real danger. Heights or flying. These phobias can limit our experiences and prevent us from enjoying life to the fullest. These fears can trigger panic attacks and lead to avoidance behaviors that significantly impact our quality of life. Understanding the nature of our fears is the first step towards managing them and reclaiming our lives. To truly understand the impact of fear, we need to hear from those who have stared it down.
For years, I kept my work hidden, terrified of criticism. Then, I discovered a supportive online community that encouraged me to share my art. The positive response was overwhelming, and I finally experienced the joy of pursuing my passion without the crippling weight of fear.
I lived with a debilitating fear of heights. I avoided tall buildings, bridges, and even hiking trails. Determined to overcome my fear, I sought professional help and began exposure therapy. Gradually confronting my fear, I started with small steps, eventually conquering my phobia and even taking up rock climbing.
Facing fears head-on. The power of exposure therapy. Exposure therapy is a powerful tool for overcoming fear. This form of therapy involves gradually exposing individuals to the objects or situations they fear in a safe and controlled environment.
The idea is to break the cycle of fear and avoidance by helping individuals learn that their feared outcomes are unlikely to occur. Through repeated exposure, the amygdala's response to the feared stimulus diminishes, and the fear begins to subside.
This process can be challenging, even uncomfortable at times, but the rewards are immeasurable. By facing their fears head-on, individuals can break free from the grip of anxiety and live fuller, more fulfilling lives. Fear's universality, a shared human experience. It's crucial to remember that fear is a universal human experience. Everyone experiences fear at some point in their lives. It's not a sign of weakness or a character flaw. In fact, acknowledging our fears can be a sign of strength and self-awareness. It's what we do with our fear that matters. Do we let it paralyze us, or do we find the courage to move forward in spite of it? As the saying goes, courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. When we face our fears, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. Taming the beast: practical strategies for managing fear. While some fears require professional help, there are practical strategies we can all use to manage fear in our daily lives. These techniques can help us calm our minds, recenter ourselves, and face challenging situations with greater confidence.
Deep breathing exercises can be incredibly effective in reducing anxiety and promoting relaxation. Grounding techniques help us reconnect with the present moment, shifting our focus away from fearful thoughts. Positive visualization allows us to rewire our brains for courage, replacing negative thought patterns with empowering imagery.
By incorporating these strategies into our daily routines, we can build resilience and face our fears with greater ease. Deep breathing, finding calm amidst the storm. When fear strikes, our breathing often becomes shallow and rapid, perpetuating the cycle of anxiety. Deep breathing exercises can help interrupt this cycle and restore a sense of calm. One effective technique is diaphragmatic breathing, also known as belly breathing. To practice diaphragmatic breathing, find a comfortable position and place one hand on your chest and the other on your abdomen. Inhale slowly and deeply through your nose, allowing your abdomen to expand. Exhale slowly through your mouth, feeling your abdomen contract. Repeat this process for several minutes, focusing on the rise and fall of your breath. Grounding techniques, reconnecting with the present moment. Fear often transports us to the past, replaying painful memories, or catapults us into the future, fueling anxieties about what might be. Grounding techniques can help anchor us in the present moment, reducing the power of these fearful thoughts. One simple grounding technique is the 5-4-3-2-1 method. Start by noticing 5 things you can see around you. Then identify 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This exercise helps redirect your attention to your immediate surroundings, grounding you in the here and now. Positive visualization, rewiring your mind for courage. Our thoughts have a powerful impact on our emotions and behaviors. When we dwell on fearful thoughts, we reinforce those neural pathways, making it more likely that we'll experience fear in the future. Positive visualization allows us to consciously choose different thoughts, rewiring our brains for courage and resilience. Find a quiet space where you can relax. Close your eyes and imagine yourself successfully navigating a situation that typically triggers fear. Engage all your senses, visualizing the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and sensations associated with this positive outcome. The more vividly you can imagine it, the more powerful the effect. Embracing fear, a catalyst for growth and transformation. Fear is an emotion that we all experience, yet it is often misunderstood and avoided. Fear, while often uncomfortable, can be a powerful catalyst for growth and transformation. It is a signal that we are on the brink of something significant, a change that could redefine our lives. It signals that we care about something deeply, that we're stretching ourselves beyond our comfort zones. This stretching is essential for personal development and achieving our true potential. When we embrace fear as a natural part of the human experience, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We begin to see fear not as a barrier, but as a doorway to new opportunities and experiences. By facing our fears, we develop resilience, build confidence, and discover hidden strengths. Each challenge we overcome adds to our arsenal of skills and knowledge, making us more equipped to handle future obstacles. We learn that we are capable of far more than we ever thought possible. Our achievements, no matter how small, become stepping stones to greater success and fulfillment. So, the next time fear knocks on your door, don't shy away. Instead, recognize it as an invitation to grow, to push your boundaries, and to explore new horizons. Open the door, invite it in for tea, and have a conversation. Understand what it is trying to tell you, and use that insight to fuel your journey forward. You might be surprised by what you learn about yourself in the process. Embracing fear can lead to profound self-discovery and a deeper understanding of your own capabilities and desires.